On a snowy day like this, it's always a good time to do yoga, right? At least we don't have to go out in it. We can be in the comfort of our homes and do some yoga. So we're going to do a nice balanced practice today with a little bit more focus on the side body, on side bends. And I think about the rib cage. If you think of a fan, you know, like a fan that you would fan yourself with, when you open up the fan, it's like your ribs opening up. So when you side bend, your muscles between your ribs go woo. So that makes lots more room for breath. So I'll be pointing out strategies to do those poses safely and effectively. So without further ado, let's begin our practice. So let's take a comfortable seat, landing in this moment, excuse me, feeling your feet on the floor, your sit bones on the chair, allowing your shoulders to roll, going in the other direction. And then maybe just leaning over to the left and leaning over to the right. Just back and forth, just thinking about visualizing what the side body looks like with the ribs and all those muscles between. Good. Bringing the chest forward as you breathe in and exhale, rounding it back. We're just warming up the back before we do our centering. And then gradually let that forward and back motion get smaller and smaller until you come into stillness. Allowing your eyes to close and tuning into the breath. Say good morning to your breath, maybe noticing it for the first time today. Notice any sensations in your body that come to your awareness, the busyness of your thoughts, your emotions that you bring to your practice. Who are you this morning as you begin your practice? And now focusing more attention on the breath. Allow yourself to feel it completely as you breathe in through the nose and releasing completely as you breathe out through the nose or through the mouth. And if you like, you can place your hands alongside your body, spreading your fingers wide so you can feel the chest expand side to side, as well as front to back. So that you begin to feel that the whole body is breathing. Releasing your hands back to your lap. And inviting that exhale to grow just a little bit longer. As we lengthen the exhale, we encourage the body to relax more and more deeply. Let's take a few more breaths just like these. And then letting the breath return to its normal rhythm and depth. Taking just a moment to notice how you feel. And bringing your hands to heart center. Let's begin the movement part of our practice by joining our voices in the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om Shanti, peace. May we all know peace. So let's inhale and bring those arms up overhead. And exhale, allow them to float down. Just welcoming the breath a little more deeply as we begin. Warming up the upper body. Getting ready to explore through our yoga. So the next time your arms come overhead, allow yourself to pause in mountain pose. Pressing into your feet. Relaxing your shoulders as you lift your fingers. And finding that nice, even breath. Good. So let's interlace the fingers here and turn the palms up so you're pressing the ceiling away. Good. Breathe in and then exhale to the side. And inhale up. And exhale to the other side. So as we go through our side bending poses, let's just go side to side a bit more. Remember to keep these principles in mind. Always to make a tall spine before you begin to arch. And to keep your body in an even plane so you're not rolling forward or rolling back. Just directly to the side. And exhale. And one more time, side to side, press up. Exhale to the side. Come back through center, press up. Exhale to the other side. Back through center. Good. So lifting up into mountain one more time. Good. Let's lower the hand and begin to sweep from side to side. Exhaling, reaching across. Inhaling, bringing it down. Just feeling those muscles between the ribs getting warmer, getting more open. And the next time you reach across, let yourself pause. Extend. Think about reaching towards the place where the ceiling meets the wall. So you're not flopping over, you're reaching across and up. Good. Let's make some circles with that arm now. Just begin to draw those circles. Let them get as large as you want. I'm doing a little bit of a forward bend here as I come down and a little bit of a back bend as I reach back. So pause and make those circles go the other way. Warming up the shoulders. Bring both arms up, come into mountain one more time. And let's do the other side. So lowering that arm and beginning your sweep. So this is a very active movement. We're not flopping the arm across and down. We're using concentrated movement, extending as we reach and bringing it down. Exhaling as you come across and inhaling as the arm comes down. So let's pause here again. Reaching again, reach for that place where the wall and the ceiling join. Reaching up and across. A lot more work goes on in the shoulders as you do that. Ready for some circles? Here we go. So remember, these circles can begin small at first and get a little bigger each time. I'm doing a little bit of a forward fold here and a little bit of a back bend. And then let's switch it up and go the other way. Good. And reach both arms up into mountain one more time. Good. And exhale. Float your arms down. And then take a hold of the back of your chair. Press your feet into the floor. And as you inhale, allow your chest to come forward. Turn your gaze up. Good. Coming into seated cobra. Don't stop breathing here. Squeeze those shoulder blades as close together as you can. And relax. Let's do that twice more. So inhaling, chest comes forward. Nice squeeze in the shoulder blades. I had a teacher who used to say, imagine you have a walnut between your shoulder blades that you can crack it open. Good. And relax. Last time. Breathe in. Chest comes forward. Head looks up. Shoulder blades kiss behind your back. And release. Let that go. Good. Release your arms. Maybe jiggle your shoulders a little bit. So I'm going to bring my arms out to shoulder height. Turn the palms up. And place my fingertips on my shoulders. Inhale, open the arms out wide. Exhale, touch the fingers. So as you bring your arms out and your palms are up, imagine that your muscles have to work, like you have a little bit of weight in each of your palms. Maybe you're holding a grapefruit in each palm. So what kind of muscle energy would you need to engage here? Good. Exhale, fingertips to shoulders. And open and close. Open wide and close. So leaving your fingertips on your shoulders now, let's do a little twist. So breathing in as you exhale, rotate. Don't over twist your neck. Good. Bring it back. Breathe in. Exhale, other direction. And back to center. We'll do a couple more each way. Last time. So if you like, you can add to this. You can do the twist again, just the twist. Or if you want, you can lean forward and guide your elbow to your opposite knee. Ready to join me? Good. Exhale. Inhale, open up. Do a little back bend as you open up. Good. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Open. Exhale, round. One more time, side to side. Good. So then just bend directly to the side. See if you can lift that elbow, one up towards the ceiling and one down. Now, here's what I'd like you to try in terms of remembering the alignment of side bends. So if you bend a little bit forward, you can go further, right? And if you bend a little bit back, but if you keep directly to the side, maybe you won't go as far, but you'll feel the stretch where your body needs it. Good. Inhale up. Other side. Lift that elbow up as high as you possibly can. Good. And back to center. Tipping to the other side. Ooh, this is like an amusement park ride. A tilt-a-whirl. One more time, side to side. Here we go. Exhale. Release, open your arms really wide, and then let them float down. Jiggle your shoulders. Good. All right. So let's work on the lower body a little bit, because we're going to be doing some seated side bends, and then we're going to be doing some standing ones. So let's march. I'm going to pump my arms. Pretty soon we'll be doing our Nork walks outside, which will be very exciting. So you can stay with the walking like this, or you can add that cross bend once again. This time I'm going to bring my knee up. Here we go. So instead of bringing my elbow forward by bending my back, I'm bringing the knee up. So I'm working my abdominal muscles. Woohoo. Blow out the breath. And when that knee comes up, give it a squeeze. Relax your shoulders. Good. Circle the ankle. Stir it up in one direction. And the other direction. Place one hand on the knee and open it out to the side. Guide it back in. Exhale, bring it out. Inhale, guide it in. One more time, bring it out. Bring it back. And how about if we circle the knee? Nice and slow. We're getting much more deeply into the hip joint with this movement. Let's go the other way. Everybody ready for the figure four stretch? Here we go. Remember the choices. Cross at the ankles, cross at the knees, or place your ankle up on top of the opposite thigh. Tall sit. Press down on the knee, pull up on the foot, add that forward fold. If you like. Breathing into the whole body. Letting the shoulder blades broaden across your back. Inhaling, we'll release. Come on up. Pause for a breath. And let's do all of those movements on the opposite side. So as I'm walking, I'm keeping this part of my body kind of quiet. And in order to do that, I have to engage my core muscles, front and back. So it's good workout for the muscles, even though it looks like you're just moving your legs. Sneaky way to be abdominal strengtheners, pumping the arms. So remember, you can stay with just this part, or if you'd like to add the knee and elbow connection, feel free to join me. Here we go. And of course, when that knee comes up, even more work is going on in the abdominal muscles. Okay, let's bring the opposite knee up. Give it a squeeze. Relax those shoulders. And circle the ankle. Go the other way. My ankle is very quiet today. Normally it's snap, crackling, and popping. Rice Krispie yoga. Good. So let's open the gate on this side. Exhale brings the knee out to the side. Inhale brings it in. Exhale, guide it out. And bring it in and out. And back. And some nice circles. So if you get tired and you need to stop, that's fine. You can make those circles big or small. Let's go the other way. Good. Ready for the figure 4 stretch? It's always good to notice too how different we are from side to side. So sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to gently press down on my knee and draw the foot upward. And I want a deeper stretch, so I'm going to add a forward fold here. Letting the breath go. Shoulder blades broadening across your back. How about one more nice deep breath? Breathe in. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. And come on up. Good. So let's work a little bit on seated warrior. And you know, I'm getting kind of warm here. So I'm going to layer off. I'm going to do seated warrior and seated triangle. And then we'll also be doing those poses when we come up to standing. But know that if the seated version works better for you, that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to turn and face the corner of my chair, hands at hips to begin. Good, nice tall sit. Always begin by building your foundation, whether you're seated or standing. So that means feet on the floor, nice straight spine. Breathe in, exhale. Step the foot back. Good. Press back through that back heel and relax. Press it back and relax. And notice just having your hands at your hips helps you draw the shoulders back and lengthen your spine. Good. So this time we're going to press that back heel down and leave it there. And I'm going to add my arms, reaching for the sky. If you want to try a little back bend, gaze up to the ceiling, reach up with your hands. So you're really getting the full benefit of the breath. Good. Inhale, exhale. Release the arms down. Good. So let's turn and face the front, but we're going to keep the feet nice and wide apart as we work on seated triangle. So lift up the arm. So again, think about lengthening through here, fingertips to hip. Stretch that arm right up to the ceiling. And let's pulse in and out. Again, don't worry about how far over you're going. Pay a little bit more deeper attention to the alignment, keeping the body between two panes of glass. So I'm going to reach over and hold now. Again, very active arm, reaching for that place where the ceiling and the wall come together. And I'm going to press my arm against the inside of my leg and breathe. Suki has a little cough. She's had it for about a year. It doesn't mean anything. She's fine. But she always does it when I'm on camera. I don't know why. I think she just wants attention. Breathing into those side ribs. Good. Stretch a little further. Good. Inhale and exhale. Lower the arm. Walk the feet together. By the way, in the studies that have been done on the benefit of yoga in terms of osteoporosis prevention, side bending poses have been shown to be extremely effective. So whether you're doing triangle standing or seated, you're getting some of those benefits in terms of your bone health. So let's do warrior and triangle on this side. So hands at the hips to begin, build your foundation. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, shoot that leg back. So I'm allowing my hip, my outer hip, to roll towards the floor. I'm adding some arms now. Feel free to join me if you like. And you can also do that little bit of a back bend here. Pressing back through the heel of that back leg. Spine nice and strong. Breathe in and exhale. Lower the arms and turn your body so you're facing forward. We're setting up for triangle, Trikonasana on this side. So reaching up with your arm. Good. Let's pulse in and out. And I know have a lot more flexibility with bends on one side than the other because I have scoliosis, which means my spine does a little curve where it's not supposed to have one. So I try to work towards balance. Good. So let's reach across now and hold. Release the other arm to the inside of the leg. Breathe. Side ribs wide open like a fan. Good. One more deep breath here. Release it with a sigh. Come back to center. Walk your feet together and just take a couple of breaths. So we're going to come up to standing now. So I'm not going to make you come up through chair pose today because we're doing enough work. Okay. So let's just shift our weight from foot to foot. So notice what's happening with your knees. Let your knees be soft. Let's circle. In order to do side bends, you need to have nice open hips. Keep those knees nice and soft. And let's go the other way. Maybe we should play some hula music here. And bring that to stillness. Feet under your hips, arms by your side. So again, let's just begin to slide one arm down the leg. Bring it up. Exhale down the other side. Again, nice direct side bending. Your body is trapped between two panes of glass. What would that look like? So maybe it's a very small bend, and that's okay. So you can either stay with this movement, or if you'd like, you can reach up with the opposite hand. And you can speed it up a little bit if you like. Make it a little more aerobic. Letting the breath go. And bring it down. Good. So let's do a few more aerobic movements. Let's do our standing jacks. So remember, that's stepping out to one side, arms come up. That's the exhale. The inhale brings the arms down. And then we step out to the other side. So trying not to lean as you go from side to side. Ha. Ha. Nice straight spine. Ha. Let the breath go. Ha. Couple more. Ha. Ha. And bring that to stillness. Take a breath. So let's come to the side of our chair. Holding on with one hand. Shifting your weight to the leg closest to the chair. Begin to lift that outside foot. A little bit at a time. Maybe the foot doesn't come up very far, and that's perfectly fine. I'm going to guide my knee up. Don't lock the supporting leg. Good. And again, let's do that gate opening pose standing. So holding on to the knee with one hand, drawing it out to the side, and then bring it back. Guide it out to the side, and bring it back. Out to the side, and bring it back. Good. So I'm going to place my feet down, getting ready for triangle. So a nice comfortable distance for your feet. I want to show you one thing about triangle that's really, really important. When we do triangle, and just watch, if I bend just with the upper body, I don't go very far. But if I allow my hip to go out to the opposite side, I get a little bit more range that way and a little more opening. So I invite you to try that if you like. So comfortable distance apart. Turn your toes so they're facing the chair, but the hips are facing forward. Good. Let's reach up and let's do that pulsing in and out movement. Reaching and breathing in. Exhaling, reaching across. Inhale, bringing it down. And this time we'll hold in the full pose. Good. Release your hand from the chair if you feel safe. And breathe. So notice your top shoulder. If the shoulder's rolling forward, let it roll back and allow the hip to be free. Breathe. Couple more breaths. Good. Inhale, reach it up, drop it down. So now we're going to orient our bodies so both feet are facing the chair. Hands at your hips. Remember, when we do this stretch, we're bending right from the hip crease. So it's a lengthening movement, crown to tailbone. It's not a rounding movement. Good. Begin to exhale. Now, where would I like to place my hands? I'm going to begin by placing them on the chair. Again, flatten the back, extend the spine. Good. If you want to go a little further, how about trying your forearms? And if that's still comfortable and you want a deeper stretch, you can release your hands down to the floor. You can also bring your hands around behind your back, and that makes this a little bit of a balance challenge. So you decide what works for you. Good. Inhale. Come on up. Step your feet together. Turn and face the front. Awesome. Good. Let's go to the other side. So I'm going to begin to lift that outside leg. Elevator going up, nice and slow. And let's circle here. Nice relaxed shoulders. Awesome. Let's go the other way. Good. Open the gate and guide it back. Exhale, open that gate. Bring it back. And once more, open the gate. And now let's place the foot down. Nice soft knees. Hello, Suki. Getting ready for triangle on this side. So let's turn the toes that are closest to the chair, facing the chair. Notice your hips always want to follow around. So try to reorient the hips so they're facing directly ahead. Good. Reach up. And we're going to do that little pulse, checking out what's going on in this side of the body. Always coordinating with the breath. So I'm going to pause here and really extend. Imagine there's something you really want to grab up on the ceiling. Good. Soften the knees. Feel free to release the chair if you'd like. Again, paying attention to your topmost shoulder, drawing it back. And breathing into the side ribs. Good. Inhale. Come all the way down. Beautiful. Turn so you're facing the chair. And again, it's a nice long spine bending right from the hip crease. Take all the time you need, no rush. Again, nice flat back. And you place your hands on the chair. That feels pretty good. I'm going to drop down a little further. And I'm going to bring my hands all the way down to the floor. So your back will start to round a little bit here, and that's fine. Bring your hands behind your back for that little bit of a balance challenge. Good, and let's release that. Come on up. Stepping your feet together. Awesome. Let's take a seat. Breathe your arms up one more time, and then exhale into a twist. Breathe them up, and exhale down. So just floating from side to side with the twist. I'm going to pause in one direction just for a couple of breaths. Let's reach up and twist and hold to the other side. Good, and then bring yourself back to center. I like to rest my hands in my lap, sort of one palm cradling the back of the other hand. Letting your eyes closed if that feels good. And just checking in with your body and your breath and your energy. Doing a little visual trip through your body. Noticing where perhaps you feel some greater sense of opening and ease. If you notice any spots that are still hanging on to a little tightness, accentuate the exhale. See if you can breathe it out. Allowing that exhale to be just a little bit longer than the inhale. And if your attention jumps ahead into the day or starts revisiting something that happened earlier, use the breath to return to the present moment. And as you sit and breathe and relax, finish your practice. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. So I share with you this Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the road rise up to meet you, and the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rains fall soft on your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his or her hands. So opening your eyes, bringing your hands to prayer position. Let's close our practice with an Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. May we all know peace, and may we share peace with everybody we meet today. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.